13 of the National Football League.
Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season.
It's the Packers and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To about the 48-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, Hurts. And this is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
Touchdown, Eagles! Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. To throw is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Jordan Berry out to punt on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So first interception thrown for him there. And that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game. But this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Hurts. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Their offense. Can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They go play action with Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Eagles at 11-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Come on. Check it.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On third down, here's Jones. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 39, Hurts. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's once again complete to Chark. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This is caught. Touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Zach Wilson. From there, we head east to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they
passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Off the option, it's Jones. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, it's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he's got this down to the 35.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 39 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw. The connection here with Nelson Agholor.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And again, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
2nd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point attempt to follow here. Oh, this is blocked. And the Eagles have got it. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one.
Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they're going to speed things up here.
Robinson on a give right side.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as